Today we will be hunting in one of the other vanilla maps, being Hirschfelden. In Hirschfelden we'll be hunting for red-necked pheasants and European rabbits. Now, Hirschfelden is not everyone's favorite map, and there's a reason why. It's mostly because it's very thick, and it's a very big challenge for many hunters. This is also considered to be one of the worst maps for fallow and red deer grinders, mostly because there's a lot of lakes. And in case you didn't know, I shot a diamond fallow deer right in this lake, and somewhere up in this river, I shot me a diamond red deer. So I got a diamond red deer somewhere around, somewhere right here. Or actually, I got a diamond red deer probably around right here or here. One of these two drink zones. That's where I shot my other diamond red deer. So we're going to be hunting for rabbits and pheasants. Now, as far as my knowledge goes, European rabbits were backfilled in 2021 during the release of, say, Tail Aurora, when the European rabbits were included, and red-necked pheasants, they were added back in 2022 when New England Mountains came out. We're gonna see if we can find some pheasants around here. We got a warning call from a red fox, and red fox is one of the original animals next to the fallow deer. Technically speaking, red-necked pheasants and European rabbits were not exclusive to Hirschfelden. They were actually new. The European rabbit came out in 2020 during the Tail Aurora's release. Red-necked pheasants came out during Rancho del Arroyo's release back in 2021. That was about 4 summers ago. I just had to count by the numbers. And wouldn't you know, we got a pheasant somewhere here. So I got Copper to help me track them. Or, I mean, point them to where they are. Uh-oh. It looks like Copper found something. Yes, we're still using that bloodhound from our whitetail and moose hunt. And this is mostly because, you know, I kind of like The Fox and the Hound. It's not my favorite movie, but it's not my favorite movie, but it's a cute one at that. Unfortunate. Well, I shot him, but I'm not so sure if I grounded him or not, but I guess the reason why pheasants were added is because they were mostly hunted in Europe rather than America. I mean, they were introduced in America later. I mean, you can find pheasants across Europe and America in real life. Well, we got lucky he wasn't grounded, so the diamond for a ringneck pheasant is 20.29 in case you missed the Southwestern Park stream. And we got another one. Whew, we got lucky that time. And we got our first gold. We shot him in the skull. That there's a beautiful rooster. A really, really, really beautiful rooster. Just imagine if they were backfilled for Silver Ridge Peaks. If we could backfill the pheasant for Hirschfelden and maybe add the pheasant for, say, Hirschfelden and Rancho, or right, Cuatro Colinas, then imagine backfilling the pheasant for Silver Ridge Peaks in the Rocky Mountains. And of course, the ringneck pheasant's already going to, excuse me. Imagine if the ringneck pheasants came over to Silver Ridge Peaks. Finding pheasants in, say, the Rocky Mountains would be great. But I think the reason why they want to add pheasants in the Ski Ridge is because I think the developers want us to imagine hunting pheasants in the snow. I mean, I don't see the purpose of, shooting pheasants in the Canadian Rockies, let alone be hunted in across Europe. Well, there is one good thing about Hirschfelden. You can find a lot of deer and wild boar feeding. I mean, it'll be a lot easier to find animals feeding rather than drinking. At least from my expertise. I mean, I know you might disagree, but I would love for fallow deer and red fox to be backfilled for Cuatro Colinas, because I know they've already been, I know they got red fox in Yukon, New England, Emerald Coast, and Southwestern, but I think having red fox for Cuatro would be, you know, something that I always dreamed of. Okay, we got some pheasant track. But where are the pheasants? Now the trick to finding pheasants is that they're mostly shy. You only listen for their mating or warning calls. When you hear their warning calls or mating calls, you can send your dog to figure out where they are. And if you spot a pheasant before they make a warning call, you could send your dog to point at them if they go defensive. Then you get the dog to flush them. I'm trying to get Copper to at least become a master pointer. I mean, I know he's a bloodhound, but I can use him for tracking my game. No pheasants here. And of course we got Canada Goose. I'm just relieved they're finally going to their native home range, that being in Canada. I know this might sound a little far-fetched, but what if the Canada Goose was the Great One? Of course, we can all imagine what the next Great One would be. I hope it'll be mule deer, because you know, mule deer, they need to have the Great One treatment, so that when the Black Bear and Silver Ridge Peaks will not be alone. And that same applies to the red deer in Parque Fernando, because each map must have at least one or two Great One species. And I would like at least one more Great One species just before Africa 2.0. I'm just saying. Just one more Great One species for an original map. And we got some red deer fleeing. That's another original animal. Now we're not gonna find every pheasant or rabbit, but we're gonna try to harvest as many as we can. I bet I could try to put my goose decoys around here and maybe set up a private hunting spot for my up in this barn up here. That would be really cool. I mean, pretty much a bear hunting spot. Come on, Copper. Yep, I think we can at least put some decoys around here and not bother messing around with... Oh, we got some rabbits here. Okay. Stay. Alright. Well, we got one. And yes, those were the animals that were introduced from Te Aurora, but were finally brought to their original home in Europe. But sadly, they're an endangered species. So we got some rabbit burrows here. Yeah, I'm just checking to see the feed zones I have for each animal. Alright. we got less than an hour and 45 minutes till we end this live stream. But we're not gonna harvest every rabbit pheasant we come across. And we got some foxes feeding. I mean, we could hunt for foxes, but that would be for a different live stream. I want to see if I can shoot any pheasants here. I mean, there's a lot of pheasant zones. I don't know if I'm going to find all my pheasant zones. Let's see. Oh, wait. I think Copper got something. Found a scent. Now, if it's a female, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Or I could just shoot it. Yeah, shot him. Yeah, that's what a pheasant head looks like. It's all grayish in color. Oh! Oh my goodness, we spotted another diamond! Holy cow! Ha ha! Look at that! Ooh. Well, we already got a diamond, so... Anyway, we're just gonna let him go by his... We're just gonna let him go by in peace, because after all, we're only hunting for pheasants. So anyway, let's just oh, wait. Okay, we got a 5 medium red fox. Yeah, that's where wild boar are feeding. I think we're gonna do a live stream for fallow deer, at least over at Hirschfelden. And there goes a pheasant over here. That one's just a random bird. Man, I can't believe we spotted a diamond potential fallow deer. But we're not gonna mess around with any fallows because we're hunting for pheasants. We'll come back at another live stream and see if we can find us a fallow deer. Maybe they were at this lake, but we're gonna... I think they were probably at this lake, but we're gonna have to, we'll come back for fallow deer at another time. Let's try out here. See if we can find us any, Ooh. Let's see if we can find us a pheasant, because I did hear a pheasant. If there's a hen, there could be a rooster. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to shoot hens, but we're gonna try. And we got some geese. And we're not shooting them. Okay, those are female pheasant tracks. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna bag us a female. Oh, let's try over here and see if we can bag us a pheasant. Because I know there could be pheasants up there. Maybe we could spawn some rabbit burrows. I mean, I'm not so sure, but we're gonna give it a try at least. Alright. Let's go. Um, um. Let's see if we can find our rabbit burrows. I mean, when I was up here just before starting a new game back in 2024, there was a rabbit burrow up here. But I'm not going to take any chances. We got